Technical issues, guys. How are we today? Welcome to Dungeon Chronicles, to this special one-shot. I am your Game Master, Dan, aka Ruin D, and tonight, unfortunately, one of our players, Nat, who normally plays 6, is away. But we are a group of friends and content creators, and we explore the beautiful fantasy world of Ethrol. We roll some dice, go on some amazing adventures, battle some creatures, and altogether have a fun time. We play every Friday, 8:30 p.m. GMT, live here on Twitch. Please come by and watch us if you have the time. Past episodes are available over on YouTube. The link is in the panel below. And our weekly games are uploaded there every Monday. So also check us out there. In the meantime, before we do any character intro, let's head straight to our intro. Over the bronze hills, the summer dawns on a new day. As the warm summer rays hit the city of Port Dimless, the crown of the coast comes alive. Wide streets quickly become a splendor of artisans, artists, scholars, and commoners. Thousands of stories could be told about this city or its people, but our story focuses on a young man and his companions, with the drive to make something out of themselves and the desire not to just be another face in the street. Our story begins at the Port Dimless docks that head out to the Ocelot Sea, outside an old abandoned fishing shed, where one man, down on his luck, spent his last gold pieces in one last-ditch effort to make a name for himself. First, we have Ash, aka Ashley, playing Viola, and she, if you would like to introduce your character, Viola.
A hungover, tall, well-toned woman awakens in a small, prickly bush at the back of a tavern, feeling the repercussions of consuming too much alcohol last night. Her mouth is covered in crusty vomit with a hint of stale ale. She uses her long powerful greatsword to steady her to her feet. She stands up, stretches her muscly frame, and walks into the tavern. The tavern owner shouted that she made a mockery out of the men's arm wrestling competition last night. She smiles and clenches her rippling muscly arms. She downs a flagon of beer and makes her way to the bathroom to wash her vomit-stained face and fix her hair. Two things this woman prides herself on is her strength and her hair. If anyone messes up her long, flowing black and white hair, she will go into a mad rage. She pulls out a flyer from her pocket with a job opportunity on it and starts to make her way to a warehouse in Port Dimless.
Rich, who normally plays Boric, if you would like to introduce your character, that would be great.
Good evening. Apparently I've been making a complete mess of everything this evening. I do apologise.
So have I.
My name is Ram. I awaken and stretch. Look out to the dawn. Clutch my holy symbol. Say a quick prayer to Ziva, the Dawn Mother, or the Dawn, Goddess of the Dawn, Goddess of New Beginnings and Progression. And I make my way using the alleyways that I know well, through the lower streets of Port Dimless, to one of the dock sides. I pull out from behind a pile of old wood, a large flat surface, and a partially painted sign that says Solstice Industries. On the back of it, so if one was to turn it round, they would see part of a sign that says Bright Brothers Drew. It's an incomplete sign, but it says Bright Brothers on it. Hanging it from the top of the building next to it, I hang it so it says Solstice Industries, the new venture that I have going on. I then go into the building, small warehouse, deep under docklands, just next to the river. Beautiful, facing the dawn. And I lay out the wooden tabletop as best as I can above the barrels and the detritus within, and sit down behind it, shuffling some papers, checking over some of the notes that I've made, the documents that I have, the records that I've kept, and realise that it's very much not a good time at the moment. We're very much running out of money, so we do need this job to work out well.
I just sent you a message, by the way, Rich. And Tantalus, if you would like to explain, if you'd like to introduce your character.
Okay. Tantalus, fallen Azamar, and I already know of Ren and his plans and his business, having done a few jobs in the past. I'm often hanging around Port Dinless, and it doesn't take me too long to pick up on a leaflet. There's a job in town, and I accept that as a good excuse to go see Ren once again. I'll make my way where I believe he last mentioned his enterprise was to be, and I'll just go there directly. Unfortunately, nowhere near as descriptive as everyone else, but that's fine. I'll work something out in the game. I should say I'm a wizard sorcerer. No, not a wizard sorcerer. A wizard necromancer who can't do necromancy at the moment because I'm too low level. So that's something I'll have to figure out.
Brilliant. So, as you all make your way through the bustling town of, bustling city of Port Dimless, you make your way to the dock area where you see a small, shed slash warehouse. Smell around is heavily of fish, and you can see a lot of the dock workers moving around using winches to get stuff off large ships. And you find this little sign in front of the what you'd like to do.
Which one?
Any. It's free to go.
I'll walk up to the warehouse and I'll knock on, see if anyone answers.
Okay. So you give a good old bang on the door.
Yeah.
So you hear a good old knock, Ren, on your makeshift office, and what do you do?
Just a moment. I'll just relax for a moment. I'll see how Magreen is doing. Magreen, sorry, I was getting her name wrong. And go across the door, open it. Good morning. Can I help you?
I found a flyer. It says you're looking for people for a job.
Give you a look up and down. You certainly look like you could be helpful. Come on in. What's your name?
Viola.
Viola. I'm Ren. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Could I get you a drink?
Yeah, have you got any beer?
Not this time in the morning now.
It's never too early for beer.
We want clear heads. If you could.
Okay, I don't want to drink then, I'm fine. Thank you.
I can get you other things.
No, I'd just like a job, please.
Well, let's sit down and talk. We'll see what you can bring to the table. As they say.
Okay, follow
Here
your
you go,
moves.
Puck. Yeah. No, go ahead.
You both make your way to an area of the shed which has two very small crates and a barrel that looks like it's been it absolutely reeks of fish, and looks like that's what's been stored in there for the very recently. Yeah.
I could probably guess what it is you would bring to the table from what you're carrying there, but tell me about yourself.
I'm just very strong. Need
You
anything?
do look very strong.
I am very strong. Need anything lifting, carrying, anything breaking? That's me.
How about with the thinking side of things?
I'm better at following orders. So if you give me a job to do, I'll do it.
I like you. This
What
is...
type of jobs will it be?
I'll cover that when we can't just do it with us two. I think we'll need at least one more probably. But this one is a bit of an interesting one. I think you'll like it.
Ren, you in this stinking hellhole you call the business?
Come in.
There he is. And I'll make my way to the meeting, the ad hoc meeting.
Don't tell me I'm lucky enough for you to be joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Privileged. And I still owe you, obviously, for this.
You
And I held it.
do.
No doubt you would have forgotten already, had I not remind you. You're welcome.
It's all here. He says, tapping the book in front of him.
And who's your girlfriend?
I am not his girlfriend.
Okay.
She is not my girlfriend.
Why
This
can I
is
smell
Perla.
fishy vomit in this building? It's disgusting. I'll put the crystal
Is
back in my pocket.
particularly pungent today.
The vomit might be me. Sorry.
As I'm talking, I'm sort of looking around at the things. And I'll have my little dagger out. I'll be like lifting things and poking away and sort of like. I'm not particularly impressed with the
No.
environment.
You find a lot of very quite a few broken or what's the word? Beyond repair boxes, fishing nets, and barrels. Seems to be a place where just stuff that is never going to be used again gets stored.
So, Ren, have you got any news for me? You know, I'm looking for things that will help me on my way to becoming what I aspire to be, the most powerful necromancer in the world. I played it down. It was the universe, but now it's the world. I thought I'd scale it back a little bit.
You managed to talk to any of the... No, you don't. That's okay.
Well, this crystal isn't doing what I thought it was doing. I mean, I thought it would
that
be...
crystal will work fine.
I've tried. I went to the cemetery, and nothing really happened there.
When your acumen increases and you learn the spells that are necessary, that will focus things exactly as I've promised.
I've got this cool ceramic skull mask, though. It's not real bone, but one day it might be. What do you think? No one can see what I'm thinking now when I wear this mask. See? Brilliant.
It certainly makes it harder to read.
I fear it may hinder me in checks requiring vision.
Only if you let it go over your eyes. We've had this discussion with your hood.
I adjust it awkwardly.
Mixing the hood and the mask is probably going to make things difficult.
Yes, but if I don't have this on, then I don't look the part.
You don't have to look the part. Look at me.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Gotta keep people guessing. So,
And who might this be anyway? You haven't introduced me to your non-lady friend.
I am a lady.
have
Lady?
already-
You
I
said I'm
mean,
a
of course you
non-lady.
are. Non-lady friend. As in, you're not a lady friend of his. But you can still be a lady. Even if you do have shredded muscles. Which is fine, the lady.
Would you like to punch him yet?
Please don't. I'm quite fragile.
Don't. You probably
It
hurt
might
him a lot.
make your face look better. You look a bit creepy.
Just a mask.
Perfect. This is how I want it to be.
Wait till he takes it off. Then he's creepy.
No, I won't be taking it off. I'm gonna pull the
Please
hood
leave it
down a
on.
little bit. I intend to.
We'll discuss finances another time. I've got everything noted, don't worry. It'll be the same arrangement though. Deduction from pay to go towards the
Yes.
go towards the
Yeah.
business.
So how much are you going to pay us for the job?
What job?
We haven't even asked what the job is yet.
I did ask. You said you'd tell me in a minute.
I said
I'm
I'd
listening.
wait
Does it
until
involve the dark arts?
I've been handed a note.
It doesn't involve the dark arts.
Might do. It doesn't involve the dark arts. Handed a note. Where is it? I just need to dig it out.
Go into your little haversack, and
Mhm.
you just see him shuffling through loads of papers, quite disorganised. For someone who is running this operation.
I've been informed that there has been a golden dragon egg removed from its parent, from Garkanvorkas, the Protector. Anybody heard of him? Her, them, creature?
No.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Is that a problem?
I'm just wondering if anyone knew what a Gorkonvorkas was.
Sounds made up.
Name of the Protector, so kind of an indicator that maybe they're famous.
So you know nothing about this?
Give it a moment. Very fast, you. You need to listen. So I've been informed that the egg is to go on display at the Museum of Magical Mystery, which is in Port Dingless, just a little way away. I have been there before. I don't know if you have. But if you would have done.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. Did you leave with everything, that only stuff that belonged to you?
I
Anyway,
think so.
a local dragon enthusiast has tried to warn the officials about the egg, basically to let them know that to take away Gorkonvorkas' the Protector's egg would probably not be a good thing. But no one has taken her warnings seriously. The people who have handed this note, however, do, and if the egg hatches, many will die, or worse. Be brought back to life by you, Tantalus? Or not? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what the worst would be, but it certainly doesn't sound like good. So the idea is we're going to infiltrate the museum, steal the egg, and return it to a individual who will be waiting outside, who will then return it to Garkanvorkas, the Protector.
We're stealing something from someone who had something stolen from them and returning it to them. Or
We're
something.
stealing from the... So the egg has been taken from Garkanvorkas,
Yeah,
and
stolen.
is to go into the museum. We'll be removing it from the museum and returning it to the dragon enthusiast.
Okay.
And not the dragon enthusiast. we'll be delivering it to a individual named Mr. Humphrey Downton, who will return it to the dragon. I think he returns it to the dragon. That bit isn't entirely clear. We do have the opportunity to attend a gala at the museum to check out the security measures that they have there. And if possible, we could remove the egg at that time. However, it will be going on display very soon. The dragon egg, if it gets damaged or destroyed, there will be dire consequences, also known as don't damage the egg. So it'll be going on display to the public tomorrow at the museum, and the gala is tomorrow evening, so after it's gone on display. We don't have to attend the gala, but I personally think it would be a good idea to do so. So we can have a look at the defences that they have there, the security that they have there, types of guards that they have there, and we can figure out the best way to then liberate the egg. Does, however, mean that you'll have to be wearing formal wear. There are a couple of outfits that looks fairly up and down, I believe should fit relatively well. And there's also this map, and he holds out a map.
Okay, so I will show the map now on. Excuse you. Bigger ownership, observer, observer. There you go. So, there you go. You guys, the map, as well as the people watching. So basically, that is an overlay of the museum. The outer walls have looked to be in different pen or not pen but ink to the other random squiggly drawings in the middle. That the squiggly drawings look like they have been put on there quickly, so that they are so it doesn't look like someone has been trying to map out an area. And there is obviously some words on there that would give you clues if you take heed to them. Yeah.
Okay. When do we? Well, what time's it now?
Thoughts on the map?
Well, my thoughts on the map is I should be looking at it on
Foundry.
I can't see it in the Foundry. Right?
It's hang on. There you go then.
Now I can see it. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Okay. Can't muscles here just overpower everything? Can we just grab it and run?
Did you just call me muscles?
Doesn't
Yes.
always work though, does it?
I don't know. I've never tried it. This is my first time.
Well, we don't want to damage the egg.
I'll grab the
If you
egg.
damage the egg, no payday.
You grab the egg.
There is, we do have a little bit of a ace in the sleeve to be able to help us with it as well. We have lift up a bag about this kind of size, large enough to fit It looks about large enough to fit kind of a couple of days' rations in it or something. But open it up and it's just vastness in there.
They
Reach
could
in,
definitely fit in there.
and I'll pull out a rapier.
That's a neat trick.
It is very, very helpful. It is also on loan.
Oh,
If it gets damaged or destroyed, it comes out of your pay.
that's why you're looking after it.
Yes. So, map. What's catching your eye on it? What are you thinking?
Hidden closet. Alarm somewhere. Somewhere's an alarm. I narrowed it down.
Probably
On the first
alarms.
floor, there is an alarm. Hidden closet, I suppose it would be. Am I reading that right? Closet? Okay.
Yep.
Yep. We need to go check the place out ourselves, wouldn't we? Really? Loading dock back entrance, so we could sneaky, maybe. But we got invites, and we can just go there as we are.
We have invites to go to the gala.
How the
We're
hell
going
do we
to go
get
to the
those?
gala.
Thanks.
We're going to need to wear and a kind of gesture to a lady that's been sat there pretty much the whole time. She's not really saying anything. She's been older lady, just sat there kind of listening into what we're saying. And she goes into one of the back rooms and comes back with 2 sets of outfits.
So what you see with the outfits are find the goddamn outfits now. There we go. So one of the outfits is a very nice like wine red with little sky blue accents on them and brown. She does bring out 2 sets of boots for this. One that looks like it would fit a female, and one that looks like it would fit a male. The second one that she is currently carrying is a nice fine clothes, just like the other one, but nice fine clothes that are these ones are sky blue with red accents, and it has like silver buttons here, and this one has like a jewel here with a single shoulder cape that goes across, and a belt that can hold it all together, and again 2 sets of very fine boots. I can, and I will, if you just look at the stream, guys, I can pull out 2 different outfits. So I can't zoom out any lower than that. Go, that is the first one. Obviously that is the male version. There is a female version as well, which just the boots are changed. And then we have this one. So basically what is described, what Ren has described is if you're welcome to go into the museum normally at any time when it's open in your own normal garbs, but while you are, if you want to go into the gala, you need fine clothes, and no weapons or armor are allowed to be worn within the gala. So you can, as I say, you can wear your own clothes. That's absolutely fine. But if you do wish to enter the gala, one of these 2 options are needed.
I think we should go to the gala.
You don't want to check it out? now. As
The gala
as
is
well.
not until tomorrow night. You have plenty of time.
Oh, so we can go now.
You can go now, when it's day. Yep. And there are certain areas open. This is not a rushed thing. You need to scout out the area. You need to, you know, prepare for the next day for when you do the heist. So it is midweek, and and to prepare for the gala tomorrow night, they are shutting early today to prepare and give them more time, as it's going to be quite a big event. Multiple nobles are going to be coming from around Port Dimlis to marvel at this amazing golden dragon egg. So, you've got about 2 hours left to scout it today. You can go back and scout it tomorrow with new spells or new ideas that you have. So,
Is there a library in town, or a bookshop, or
Yeah.
something along those kind of lines?
Mm-hmm.
I want to go and find. I'm slightly hung up on this name of this dragon. It sounds. I'd like to go and see if I can find out something more about this.
Okay.
Garkenbachus.
Not a problem.
And if you two want to go and have a look around the museum, feel free. Don't try and do anything just yet. Okay? If we're going to do anything, I think it will be either tonight or tomorrow. Unless, of course, you happen to see a perfect opportunity, in which case don't let it pass. But if you get caught, it's on you.
Okay.
Do you want to go and look around?
Yep.
Cool. Ren, you head over to try and find a bookstore. They're pretty easy to find around. Go on.
Just before you go, guys, as well. Just before you go, Viola and Tantalus. The payday on this is a good one. Don't fuck it up. Okay?
I understand.
So are we all getting the same amount of money from this job?
There is a
Yeah.
payday that will keep you drinking for a substantial amount of time, yes. I'll go into more detail once you've had a little bit of a chance to do a bit of footwork and find out what's doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ren, you head over to try and find a bookstore. Now you've got multiple options. You've got some small bookstores along the like the main thoroughfare through Port Dimlis. You also have like an off branch within the town. Within the city, from a place called Fort Law. Now, Fort Law is basically the biggest collection of knowledge and books and scrolls and XYZ from multiple eras. But it's very, very hard to get in there. Unless you have something that they need, you ain't getting in. That's the whole idea behind it, is you need to bring them something that they find worthy to allow you in. That's how they've collected this much information and stuff. So it's up to you where you'd like to go.
Would like to try my luck with getting into the fort's going to be the best place to get the best chance of getting any like relevant information.
Yes.
Are there any of the knowing Portdinus as I do, would I know if any of the bookshops would be a better option? Or
There's some possible options. There's also numerous people that are dragon enthusiasts or lore enthusiasts. You know what I mean? Like creatures. Depends where you want to go.
I was thinking either someone who's into history or someone who's into kind of the protector kind of rings a religion bell to me as well. So
Okay.
something along those kind of lines.
There's multiple churches. There's churches of Zeba. There's churches of gods as well within within Port. Huge sprawling city. In which everything you need is there. So you just need to pick a place. Pick a place where you want to go. And like I say, you've got a fair bit of time while your two colleagues are going to museum.
Let's start off with one of the little shops that I know that kind of does maybe more esoteric, unusual books, unusual kind of stories.
So like an oddities.
Yeah, a bit like oddities. Maybe someone who's a bit of a dragon enthusiast as well.
Okay. Roll me a two. God, what would it be? Like an area check. What would it come under? Oddities. A general lore check. Yeah, I suppose history. Roll me a history check. See if you remember. You can think of any guy that would, or girl that would. What did we roll? What did we get?
I don't think it's wanting to roll skills for me.
Come up.
No.
Try it again.
No.
No. Not coming up. Got a little bit of a bug in there. Oh, there you go. 13. Okay, next one was 4. You rolled a 13. It's just taking a little time to come through. Some internet issues. So, yeah, with the 13, you sort of remember a guy that is just on the fine. Is there you go. So you remember of a shop called the Sharp Claw, and it's run by quite an eccentric individual, and from what you remember, his shop is rather unique. So you make your way there, and as you skirt the corner from the docks to the normal thoroughfare, you notice that there, as you make your way around, you can see that this shop has a, it's obviously not real, but it has a giant red dragon head protruding above the door. It looks very expensive, and quite realistic. It's known for scaring quite a few people drunken in the middle of the night. You can see as you enter the shop, you can see or you can smell the very heavy aroma of cedarwood, as you notice that there is dozens of, and I mean dozens of, incense sticks being burnt. Every wall is painted red, and every dusty knick-knack on the shelf is dyed in like a deep wine color. A old halfling gentleman sits cross-legged on the counter. He wears a wine-colored robe. His cheeks are decorated with his cheeks and his coming in almost like a Joker smile. It's not carved, but like almost like a Joker smile. Are little dragon's teeth that are painted on. The halfling lowers his cup that he's currently drinking from. He says, "Welcome."
Good morning to you, grandfather. How are you?
I am very well.
Brilliant. I'm looking for some knowledge of one of the Great One's kinds. Not that type of Great One. The dragon Great Ones.
The Great Worms.
That's the one. I always get that one wrong, don't I? I do apologize.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't keep that up, sorry.
That's perfectly fine. I will keep imagining it.
Good.
Doing very well. I'm looking for some information about one of the great golden worms.
What would you like to know?
I've heard a name whispered across the lands of Gorkan Vorkus, the Protector. The name rings a bell, but I can't place where. Do you know of this great worm?
I'm trying to see if you... Oh. Silly man. Heckenvorus. The G is silent.
That's probably where I was getting it wrong then. So it's Heckenvorkus.
Heckenvorus, yes.
That will certainly make finding him much easier. Or finding out about him.
Good luck finding him. We haven't seen him in over 300 years.
Where was he last seen?
Ending this city?
Hence the name the Protector.
No.
No? So what have I got wrong there then?
It has been said there are rumors around this city for many of years. Hagvorus is deep underground and protects the wealth of this city. But they're just rumors.
But wouldn't it be good if they weren't?
But it'd be quite amazing. Yes.
I mean, I know the red dragons don't tend to get along as well with the metallics, but
Reds don't get along with the chromatic either. The whole point of them, the chromatic. None of them get together very well. I can't imagine they have tea parties.
No.
But he is supposedly one of the strongest dragons that has ever lived here in Ethrol. Supposedly. As I say, we haven't seen him for nigh on 300 years.
So let's assume if one was to find an egg of a golden dragon, such as
Yes.
Archibaldus, and that egg was to be damaged, what would be the response?
What if the
Right,
egg was of a gold? Well, any dragon.
Any?
Normally, the dragon's offspring has been taken or found. Did you say found or taken?
Let's just spitball and say taken. Probably the worst case scenario, isn't it?
So if a dragon's egg has been taken, you're lucky that the dragon hasn't literally eaten your face off and tracked you down to the ends of the earth. Oh, sorry, Ethrol. The material plane.
To the ends of the ground.
That's the one, yes.
That interesting.
I have heard about this egg that you speak of. By the way, it is talk around town that it is going to be in the museum. I doubt that it's real.
I heard someone mention that they believed that it was, but I didn't catch her name.
There are many people that want to believe that it is, but to steal a dragon's egg? Puh, you must be insane.
I believe she was quite vocally against it.
Oh, I don't know who you mean by that.
No, I said it was a female lady, and she was quite vocal against it, but just trying to track her down because obviously we don't want people getting scared. We don't want people scaring people, do we? Nonsense about real dragons and dragons coming up from the earth and destroying things. I think that's...
If the egg was real, our great worm would already be here destroying half the city.
Well, then we better hope it's not real. I guess.
Of course it's not. But I will be going to look at the exhibit in a couple of days, when I can get time from this shop. Just a quick one, my friend. Lean in.
Mm-hmm.
The dragon egg is real, and you happen to come across it. I will offer you 2,000 gold pieces for it to come into my possession.
That is a large sum of money.
Just some food for thought.
I very much doubt I'll get close enough to touch it, though.
Of course you won't.
That would be a silly idea.
I know.
We can all dream, though, can't we? Pipe dreams.
Yes, pompous-looking man like you would never be able to get an egg like that.
I don't look pompous.
Little bit. The hairdo?
I look very nice.
Well, believe in yourself. Like dragons do.
Exactly, one day I couldn't be a dragon.
No. Not like me. And he just
Not like-
grins with his nice big dragon smile.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
You're
Then
welcome.
I have some
Can I
further
interest you in
comments.
any dragon memorabilia before you leave?
When I get some more coin, I will be returning. I very much do like this place. In fact, that sculpture up at the back, the head on the wall.
You see
That
it.
one
The large dragon head was at the front of the. If that's the one you're on about.
Oh no, a smaller
Yeah.
one, like a small plaque. Like a small plaque with a small dragon head on it, like the smallest of them. I'll say keep that aside for Varin. I'll return soon for that one. I like it.
I will do my best, but it's first come, first serve, so it might not be there.
Understandable.
Exactly. It's all business. Not that you would know about business. Anyway, goodbye.
Take care.
So you exit the shop, and you can hear you finally get the beautiful smell of fresh air again as you make your way back onto the road.
I realize quite how floaty your head's getting.
Yes, he's probably not completely coherent most of the time.
Eccentric, as they say.
Are you happy with the information that you have received?
Yeah. I think I'd probably go elsewhere and have a little wander around and see if I can get any further information. But I'll come back to that.
Okay, not a problem. So, just move you there. And we are going to go into the scene. So, Viola and Tantalus, you make your way through the city. You make your way through the main thoroughfare until you come across a large stone building with 2 floors, and at the back it's got, a small square turret that kind of goes 1 story higher, so it's like a 3rd story building. You then you can see at the front it says Museum of Magical Mysteries across the front, and there are 2 statues on the outside of lions, and there is a little a stair, I wouldn't say little, it's not little, it's probably about 20 steps up to this large front double door made of beautiful locally sourced wood. You do notice around, which is quite peculiar though, that there are no windows on the outside of the building. Probably for thematic effect when you're inside. So it's open, and you make your way into the area, and I'm just going to stop that. Go. As you walk in, you can see that, exactly what is in front of you. You've got this view at the moment of the lower area. You can see. I'm going to try and describe the places now. There's multiple people around. Obviously, they're not on the map, but there's multiple people around. And you can see that right in front of you there is a woman, and behind the desk, and she is obviously the clerk here, where you would pay to go in. By the sides of her are 2 heavily armored statues that hold their sword into the large stone base underneath. There are multiple pictures along the walls depicting beautiful scenes of battle and some of the gods, and they're basically old paintings, and it's being a museum. A large staircase up to the north, and then there are 2 shop areas which are selling knickknacks of souvenirs of the museum. There are once you go up to there, you can look at there in a minute. So where would you like to go? Are you going? Well, what would you like to do?
So we have to pay to look around.
Well, it is a business.
Okay, I'm gonna look over. Oi, creepy face, have you got any money?
Yes, thank you.
Do you want to pay so we can go and have a look around?
Yes, I will approach the desk.
Don't worry. You see a lady behind there. She is. She's got blonde hair, really, really tied back. A pair of spectacles, and she is finely dressed. She's got a little cravat. It looks like a uniform, but she's got a little cravat around there.
I think I'm in love already.
And she's currently down looking at some sheets, and she looks up. Good day. How may I help you?
Good day. Questionable. I would like a ticket so I can browse your curious of this museum.
Well, welcome.
And
2.
I would like to also off topic is how do I see my money on my player card?
Your money should be in there. Let me just have a quick check.
Resort? No, not resource.
Oh, pressing the wrong thing. I'm looking for pop out. There it is. There we go. So your money is inventory, as far as I'm aware.
Inventory. So
Yeah,
it's
so-
just all zeros everywhere. Nothing. I have no penny to my name.
What?
Maybe I don't have a penny to my name.
What was your background?
What was it called?
Pretty sure it
Let's
would
open
probably be about 10 gold pieces.
It wasn't much. I have to load up.
You tend to start off with about 10.
Yeah.
Unless you spent it on something.
I'm just loading D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'm on it now. So you have...
Nothing on D&D Beyond as well. I'm penniless bum.
Did you pick a background? I'm assuming you did.
Yeah, I think it was. I thought I had 1G, but maybe I didn't.
What background did you choose?
Haunted one. Haunted one.
Wanted one,
Uh, give you... Right. Game rules, backgrounds. Haunted one. You should start with a set of common clothes and 1 silver piece.
Hopefully it's not too expensive.
How much is it in?
It's 1 silver piece is 100% more money than I had like a minute ago.
It's 1 gold piece per person.
Gold? What a rip-off. Alright, I spin around and I'm
This
off.
is the finest establishment.
Come back, creepy face. I'll
It's
just pay.
gold. You look around. I didn't even get to keep any of it.
I'll pay this time what you owe me.
Gold. Gold. Good look.
This is educational, sir.
You are quite pretty. So I'll allow it.
Quite inappropriate.
Yes, I am.
Okay. 2 gold pieces then, please, for the both of you.
Okay, I'll reach it in my pocket, get out and slam it down. There you go.
Thank you. There are your tickets, and she passes you a ticket each. And there is a map of the Museum of Magical Mystery.
I'll hold out a very kind of sickly, frailish left arm towards her face and say, "Could you stamp it, please, in case I want to come back later today?"
This ticket is for the whole day. So...
Fine, don't touch me then, and I'll leave.
Definitely creepy.
So where would you like to head around the area? You can split up, you can stay together, it's up to you.
Viola.
Viola.
I will try. Viola. We could split up if you want, but I probably need to read things for you.
You're trying to say I'm stupid?
Remains to be seen.
I can read, you know.
Okay, what does that say? And I point to the first. I don't know. The statue guy that's standing there. Has he got like a plaque up by his feet or anything like that?
No, they don't. No,
Says big, strong statue.
there are.
How strong is it? Push it. Don't get thrown out.
Are you gonna push it?
I'm
No.
gonna knock it with my like tap tap bang bang. See if it makes a movement or anything.
I'm gonna grab him and say, "Don't cause a scene. Remember the
I'm
job.
just seeing if it's authentic, and I'm gonna bang bang
Just
it.
don't touch it."
Too late.
Excuse me. So, she says, "Excuse me, sir. Could you please not touch the exhibits? They are for viewing purposes only. We do not need your grubby hands all over it."
Can't
Was-
argue
was-
that one.
What's it supposed to be? This thing anyway. This statue. Looks like it should do something. Like an interactive piece.
If you would like an interactive piece, there is a Minotaur upstairs on the second floor, where they're surely for some with your brains. You can press a button and it moves.
Hmm.
Bit like the Big Bear Jamboree.
I'll just
I'm just gonna grab you. Come on, let's go this way.
stop pulling me around like a rag doll.
Can we go over to there? Is that a door there?
Yeah, you can move around freely on the map, wherever you want to go.
Tantalus. Tantalus?
Hang on, I was buried over like character sheets and stuff. I'm on my way, I think. You went that way, right?
Yeah.
So, as you walk into this room, you can see that there are little like half walls that have little lights that come or little runes, arcane runes on the banister, and they project a almost like glass substance that basically stops grubby fingers touching the artifact. You do see the one on your left as you walk into this room kind of floats in the air, and it is a carpet.
Oh.
As you look,
Have a good look.
as you look
Yeah.
up, there is. I'm going to zoom in here because I need to remember what they are. Oh, there is a mirror to your right, Tantalus, that has. As you look into it, it says the Mirror of Life Stealing, and there is basically almost like ghostly apparitions that kind of like come in, like go out of it, but they can't get any further than the glass, so they go back in. Then another one comes out, then it goes back.
Yeah, we need that in the office.
They are your friends.
I might know some of them.
And the cauldron to your left reads the plaque underneath. It's it billows with like red hued smoke that kind of, obviously it doesn't go any further than the glass, or no, it does in the map, but can't help that. And it says underneath hang on, find the magic item. What? Yeah? Ah. Oh. Oh. it says Baba Yaga's cauldron of plane shifting.
Babi Abbas.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Do you know what that is, Tantalus?
No, sounds like gibberish.
Roll a history check.
I will. On here. History. Normal.
Oh.
Okay. Did that come up?
Yeah, come up. You got a 12. Okay, so you don't know too much about Baba Yaga. All you know is she is a extremely powerful night hag. That has many tools and instruments that she has used over the years. She's supposedly long gone, dead. No one's seen her in centuries. But you know that there are some very scary tales of this hag throughout history. And what we're going to do is we need to put family to bed, so we're going to take a short little break there, guys, while they continue to view the Museum of Magical Mystery. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you're enjoying it, and it will continue to move forward a decent. Right. Enjoy, guys. See you in about 10 minutes. Bye. Bloody pain in the ass. Do apologize, guys. So basically, I'll go through it really quick. A guard came down up from the Crimson bed. From the Crimson Guard, he went into this room here. He unlocked it with a little tag that he pulled out on his on like a small piece of rope from his belt. Tapped it on the door, and it opened. Within here, there are some. It's a multicolored room with glowing fungi that has been stored there. We have a dragon skull, a cow skull, a weird six-limbed creature statue, and an egg that is literally making its own webbing as it just sits there. Here, our Tantalus and Viola came across this door which says records room on it, and as they came back down, Ren entered the museum. He's currently speaking to the lady behind the desk and has said that he has forgotten his ticket. So what I'd like him to do now is roll a deception check, please.
I can do that, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I did not roll very well. I don't know why I rolled Humorless Guard. Do not need to roll for him.
Deception?
Deception for me, please, yes. Still got a 9. She looks down into her journal, and she says, yeah, she looks down to I think I remember you.
I do have a very memorable face.
Yes. Let me just check with my supervisor. And she touches a small earring on her on her ear. She says, "Sir, there is a gentleman at the front desk that has claimed to have lost his ticket. What is the best policy on this?" She goes, "Mm-hmm. Very well, sir. You may enter." And
Thank you.
she gives you another ticket. Try not to lose this one.
I will put this one very safe. What was your name? I didn't catch it before.
Sophia.
Sophia. Thank you, Sophia. I tucks it into his lapel pocket.
Enjoy your stay at the Museum of Magical Mystery.
It is a lovely museum.
So, where are you all heading?
Upstairs.
Up the stairs, I think. Yes. Good idea.
Okay.
I don't know if it's,
Oh, through the door.
I don't know if the stairs are this way or what.
Oh, we can see the
Sorry.
stairs in the main room.
Let's go to the stairs then.
Should we go upstairs?
Ren, lead the way. This is why you're the main man. Go on, lead the way.
Make your way over to the stairs.
Yes.
Now you need
Exclamation
to
mark.
be within 5 feet of that token, and then click on it.
Out of interest, as we're heading up, what are the?
So there are 2 shops there that have weird little knickknacks, and there are 2 individuals in the behind the desks, and they have weird little knickknacks. They have one of like a little stuffed mimic. They have one of like an action figure of a minotaur. They also have numerous other little things. They have like a what looks to be like a form of like a wooden hammer that's painted silver, that has some etchings in the side that are like painted blue. They're basically like souvenir shops.
Cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So you head up here. You see another guard that is currently stationed there. This area here looks to be this. A couple of you have been in here before. This is not normal.
What do you mean by not normal?
Normally that well, you don't know, you've never been, but Ren and Tantalus, they you notice that that's not normally there. Normally it's just an archway you can go in. But the guard says, "All right. No one's allowed in there until gala tomorrow night. It's invite only. So if you haven't got an invitation, do apologise. I'll go in."
We'll bear that in mind, thank you. So you drew the short straw then, did you?
I don't understand what you mean.
I mean, guarding an empty room. At least the others get to walk around a bit, don't they?
It's an easy job.
True.
I don't mind.
True. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Thank you. Good day.
Have a good day.
So yes, here is the mechanical minotaur, and you can. There is a small button you can click. If you wish to animate it. Area here. Where are we? There we go. So yes, there is. It's a huge statue that is basically currently inert, and yeah.
Can we press the button?
Okay, so as you press the button, the creature very robotically starts to move and lets out a large roar. And if anything ever works, a bit low, but yes, it lets out a large roar that you can hear, and it starts to move and pretend to do like some slashing attacks. And then lets out, rears back, lets out another large roar, and
I reckon if we do that enough time, this guard over there will get really annoyed. Really, really annoyed and might move.
Quite possibly.
I'll press it as well.
okay, so you press it again, and the roar comes out once again, and it does exactly the same thing. It leans forward, does a few little slashes, leans back, does another massive roar, and then
I want to look over to the guard to see if he's any kind of reaction from him.
absolutely none. Absolutely none. Not
I'll look
interested.
I'll look at him and then I'll press the button again.
Okay.
If I get a reaction.
So you press the button. A large roar comes out, leans forward, swipes a few times, leans back, roars again, and then goes back into its normal stationary.
I'm gonna do this for an hour, guys. If you want to look around while I do this for an hour.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to Ren.
I should slow down a bit because there are descriptions to the rooms, and if you like, I don't know what you're doing, so just slow down a little bit, please. So here is a cafe, and you can see a gentleman behind here that looks to be like some kind of chef. There's a couple of people sat at the tables, and they are currently just eating some different forms of grub. It looks just to be normal cafe food, nothing too excessive. You said you were going to go over to Ren?
Yeah. Gonna speak quietly, but say, have you got any thoughts on from walking up here, like how we could do the job?
I'm just having a bit of a look around at the minute. I mean, from what we saw on the map before, normally when you come in they give you a map. Did you get one?
Yeah, we got one.
Can I take a look at it for a moment?
Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Okay, so yeah, it just shows you the places. Well, it doesn't show you the offices or the attic or the warehouse. It just shows you the exhibit rooms, the cafe, the up and down like lobby area kind of places, and where the toilets are, and also where the the main exhibit room is, and currently the main exhibit is going to be the golden dragon egg.
Okay.
Well, you don't know if it's not there. You're just not allowed in.
Yeah, I've not managed to get in there yet. Cool.
You keep pressing the button, and the guard, Tantalus, is not interested. So he stood there doing his job.
Probably immune to the sound of it. Stood there all day.
He's probably just dead inside from his boring job.
It shows two entrances into the Dragon Egg room. There's the top one and there's a lower one. Does that coincide with the circle?
It's here, and there is a gentleman behind here.
Sorry, yeah, no, on the map.
Yeah, here and here.
There's an entrance.
Yeah, there.
Through here.
Yeah.
Room. There's the entrance up at the top.
What you're seeing.
And then there's an entrance here.
That's not an entrance. That is a ventilation pipe that a small creature would be able to sneak through. by the looks of it, as you passed it before.
Okay. Okay. Good to know.
So we know there's a way out of the dragon room into this room. Anyway.
There's a way out into the cafe, and there's one usable entrance into the mechanical ballroom.
So we need to figure out if this cafe is open for the full duration, or if it's closed at certain times, because then there wouldn't be a person behind the counter, would there?
Just go and ask if they're going to be open for the gala.
Okay. I'll walk over to the counter.
Yeah.
Like, will you be open tomorrow during the gala?
Aye, that we will. We will be sorting out all the food for the gala, but we're not open to the public, unfortunately. Just for the the nobles that are entering, and aye, we'll be serving them some food. So it is invitational only, unfortunately. But if you got an invite, great. If you haven't, sorry.
You don't know if I've not got an invite or not?
No, that's not what I said, my dear. I said if you got an invite, great. But if you haven't, I'm sorry.
So will you be open for the full duration of it, in case we get hungry afterwards?
No, we will be serving food for the nobles that are in the thing, in the gala, but
Yeah, but
not for the general public.
do you know if I'm the general public or not?
Well, at the moment, I'm assuming you're the general public. I don't really get what you're going with this.
Never mind.
Well, no, okay, bye.
Very confusing. I just want to know if afterwards, could we get some food?
We are open for the nobles that are in the gala, not to the public. As in,
Okay.
we
Will
are
you be
not
able to-
open for normal consumption.
Right. So if the nobles want to get some food after the gala, will you be open for the
There
nobles?
will be food in the gala.
I give up. I'm just gonna walk back to Ren and say, he doesn't get what I mean, and he's making me angry, and I really don't want to rage in here.
In the background, you hear "rah" from the Minotaur again for like the 20th time.
That's how I feel right now.
Very well done.
Maybe
Ren,
you go and ask him.
Ren, you heard that. Very, very simple conversation. If you would like to explain it any easier than I could have explained it, you're more than welcome to.
No, I'm just going to leave it as is.
Oh.
My barbarian brain can't handle it.
Me hungry. You feed.
So where would you all like to head? Are you heading anywhere, Tantalus?
Yeah, I've lost interest in the Minotaur thing. So
Yep.
I was going to head to the left.
Okay. So you head into this. You head into this room. You can see, unfortunately, 3 of the spaces are currently not being used, but there is a chest that is slightly ajar, and inside you can see how can you put it? Like a muscly kind of substance, small little teeth that are coming from the top of the.
Okay, and again, glass walls protecting the.
Yeah.
Even the empty bits.
No, the empty bits are not activated.
And what if I go north up this way?
Okay, so as you go north, you can see that there are 3 privy rooms in front of you. It has just the word privy on it, and there is a set of stairs to the. Oh, go in.
I want to see that.
Quite clean,
Anything in there?
cleanly. There's nothing weird in the toilet bowl. It looks very It's very well maintained.
Oh, I'm trapped. I shut the door. There we go.
Forever.
Yeah. And the stairwell, is it open or is it closed? Or
The stairwell is open. Let me see just what if you're thinking of going up there. Let me see what check you need to. Because like there are a couple of guards just randomly wandering around. The reason why you saw them 2 guards is because they had important information to give you. But there are some guards just around. Let's see about entering. Entering non-public areas. Yes, this area seems to be unguarded and available to go up. Sorry about that, guys. There we go.
I won't. Yeah, because it's going to screw things up a bit, isn't it?
No, you're still on the same. You're all on the same map. There you go. So you enter this room, and well, they are having a lovely conversation with a waiter, and you see around you. Where is it? There we go. So this step ladder, not step ladder, but like lean-to ladder staircase leads up to a cramped space filled with stacked boxes. Light pours in space through a large skylight. In there are like supplies that you can see, a couple hanging out the boxes of like linens and tableware. They look quite fine. Normally it's for what's the word? Events and stuff like that. Story.
Okay, the skylight, is it? Can I lift it, or is it? No.
You would be able to. So you scrape one of the boxes over, and you climb on it, go to the skylight. Do you have? It is locked. That's all I need to ask, really. Is there any way that you could possibly unlock it?
I don't have like thieves' tools or anything like that.
Okay. It is locked. So, yes.
Inventory. Oh, good. I have pen and ink. That'll help. I could deface it. Or just blast it with a spell.
You can do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything subtle. Blasting a lot.
Yeah, there's not much that's subtle when it comes to spells. They're still going to make a noise. Some less than others, but
I will just put that in the memory bank.
no problem.
And, I'll make my way down the stairs and back to where I was.
Click on the stairs. There you go. Like that. So in the meantime, what have you two been doing?
We're heading through to...
You're heading into the blue room?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the where are we? There you go. So this is an open space. There is no walls here or anything like that. There is in the bottom left-hand corner there is a large chest that is holed and looks to be completely made of ice. To the north, there is a throne, which is again completely made of ice. That on the lantern that is on the southeast wall is emitting some beautiful bright blue light. And there is a statue of a imp and of a robed lady. This is the exhibition of Selekor, which is basically she was almost like a demigod, or is a demigod, again, not been heard from in years, but that tried to take over the North Uflon, and luckily it was defended, and her her plans were thwarted. But this has some, like, again, on the wall, there's plaques that might have a brief description of some of the different bits of the war. Nothing important now. That you have a read over, but yeah. What are your passive perceptions? 14, 11. You do notice in the hands of the statue, the imp statue. Sorry, there are two. It's holding on to two little daggers that are also seemingly made of ice.
Okay. As we've been looking around, has there been any other kind of artifact weaponry or anything kind of kicking about, or is that kind of the first example of some sort of weaponry?
From where
that we've
you've
seen?
looked at the moment, that's the first sort of weapon. Apart from the two statues with the big swords on the bottom level.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, so you make your way here. You can see a door to the right, to the left. Sorry. You have a suit of armor, a stone dagger. So you have a suit of armor to the northeast. You have a stone dagger and a helmet to the northwest. At the bottom is a very, very large shield, almost like a bulwark shield. I'm pretty sure they're called bulwarks, but they're really, really tall, like the old Romans used to use as well, like a tower shield. That's the word I'm thinking of. And then over here is something that you don't see very often, although Port Dimlis is probably one of the places that you do see it more often than most, is a cannon.
Oh, cool.
They are obviously frequently used on ships, but not really used on defenses. They're more normally use ballistas on defenses rather than cannons. They are far more accurate, supposedly.
What does it say on that, on the door?
On the door to the door to your left, it says. Not that one. Not that one. It doesn't actually have a name plaque on it at the moment.
Can I try and open it? See
Yeah.
if it's locked? Do I just click it?
Yep. It's currently locked.
I'll just turn to Red and say that was locked. I'll get in.
Okay. Where's any idea where Tantalus has gone?
Where has Tantalus gone?
I think we need
He's
to
still
go
up
and
at the
find
top
him.
by the privies. So you make your way up to the top. In this room, you see a number of religious icons, basically, just of different gods, and super important to your mission at the moment.
That's where I was going to go next.
There you go. So you both meet up. You all meet up
All right.
in
So, guys, there is up here on the left. There is a staircase, or like a steep staircase. Heads to a storeroom where they store like catering stuff, like linens and stuff like that, maybe for the gala or something. And there is a skylight, but it's locked. So I don't know if you wanna. I don't know if you had any thoughts of coming in from the roof. Yeah, that's something to consider, that it's locked. But there is access point, and there's these 3 toilets here. I don't know if you want to consider these as hiding spaces, possibly. We could maybe make them look like they're out of order, and then, I don't know, maybe. I don't know, just a thought.
I do have thieves' tools, but don't think it's a good idea to try and open it now. If that's a possibility of what you wanted to do.
I'm just letting you guys know that's the information I've collated on my journey so far.
Was there a place up there you could look to hide things?
There's plenty of boxes, storage boxes, like I say, with linen and stuff in. So there's a good chance we could possibly hide in one or all of them. Go have a look if you want.
The thing is, though, if we got onto the roof, how would we get down?
Well, I could get down. The spell. Featherfall, but could I help you guys come down with Featherfall? I wonder.
At this point, don't forget though, it doesn't have to be all of us that go through the same way.
No, it's just to get the. It's a thought. Yeah.
I'm wondering whether it's worth going up there and putting maybe a couple of small weapons up there. We're not going to be able to bring anything in with us. So.
You have a bag of holding, you can bring stuff.
I was thinking of the bag of holding, but I'm not sure if they'll check it. Although with a bag of holding, you can't check it, can you? Because you have to know what you're looking for it to get removed.
Basically, inside it just looks like a bag. You put your hand in and you think about what you want, and out.
Good news, one cast of Featherfall will be sufficient for all of us. Providing we all go at the same time, of course.
At the same time.
Or I can at least see you.
Yeah.
And then within a reasonable range, say 60 feet.
Okay. No, we can use the. I think we can use the bag to bring in anything that we want. Should be okay for that. Okay. Anywhere we haven't looked around yet. I'll get into that room. Cafe serving food tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. Oh, but only for the nobles.
The cafe's open during the event.
Remember, guys, I have just given you brief descriptions on the areas that you have entered. You have not investigated any. I've just given you what you see to the naked eye. Oh.
So there's no windows at all, is there, on any of the levels? So the only...
Okay, so from outside, we could see the center point. Well, the third floor was. That's just that little room, isn't it?
By the way, I have the skies
That's the
kit.
attic. Yes.
Yeah.
How long would it take, or would it even be possible to disguise myself as a god?
You can only disguise your features, and it takes an
right,
hour.
okay.
You can't, unless you actually had their armor and their shield and their sword. You wouldn't. That's.
Right.
You do notice a guard just like wanders past you as you're there just chatting. Doesn't pay much attention to you. Just continues just wandering past, doing the laps, making sure everything is safe.
There's still a meeting by the toilets.
So is it
Okay.
only the Crimson Gods that have the key? Did you say?
You haven't seen anyone
Well,
else with a key, or try to use a key.
I'm going to investigate the toilet.
Still the same toilet.
Can I investigate the next toilet?
Still the same toilet. They're just toilets, dude.
Okay.
So what's your thoughts on this?
At least I tried.
What do you think the best way to?
Still working on that bit.
I'm going to go back in the linen room.
Mm-hmm.
Can I investigate the linen room? I want to
Uh,
know what these boxes are exactly.
yeah. So
And
within.
also, if there's any key lying around.
Okay.
Like,
Roll an investigation check.
ow. Shoulder's good. Oh, that's the wrong app. Let's go to that one, please. D&D Beyond then. Investigation. Come on.
Go. That's going to be good. Okay. So, right. So, you look through the boxes and stuff like that. You would be able.
Find the egg.
No. You you see within the boxes again. They're very much event supplies. There are lecterns, linens, tableware. Fine and nice. But there is no key or egg or you've really noticed in there.
Is there enough room for us to hide in these boxes?
Yes, absolutely.
Has there been any like lanterns or anything on the walls as we've been walking around?
There is like small little candelabras that are there, yeah, just to keep the general light in the.
So there's nothing that could cause like a big fire, such as a distraction or anything like that, like big enough.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, enough of them.
Is there any like many located outside of the guarded room?
Which guarded room?
You know, the one that says it doesn't look normal.
Yeah. They're in every room. There's like just like hanging on the wall. There's not hanging on the wall, but like on the pillars of the walls. There's oh sugar. There's like little lights there. There's also lights in the main areas, or in all the areas, to be fair.
I'm gonna go.
Very quick plan, guys. If you want, before you do your next thing, it's just a quick thought. If I go in one of these loos here, I'm obsessed with these loos. Yeah, and then one of yous goes and speaks to the guard and says that your friend's in the toilet and he's not responding. You're a bit concerned for their health, and you'd like some assistance, please. And the door's locked, and you're just a bit worried. I wasn't feeling very well today. Some BS like that, and then maybe one of you guys can sneak into the room and have a quick butchers in there. Ask the guard if the guard leaves and takes the bait.
There might be more guards inside the room, though.
That's the thought.
What do we know of what do we know of kind of like what happens overnight? So do we know, because obviously I'm not sure, we're from Port Dimless, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we know of kind of like if it's overnight, would the museum will be locked? up, would the guards still stay kind of patrolling overnight and things?
Okay. So, to your common knowledge, you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but an area that has that kind of information.
Okay.
Which
Have I seen any of the guards go into the locked room to the south of us?
With a passive perception of 11, probably not. Not a very high passive perception, and you haven't been concentrating on it. You know what I mean? You've been talking and
Yeah.
thinking, you know what I mean? It's not something that you would.
you know,
in it.
you know the where was that room where that guard went down before that we first saw?
It's downstairs. Yeah.
Can I go back down to there and then just see if there's anything on there that has like anything about like the guards or
Okay.
the routines or anything like that? See if in case that's a guard room.
It's so you walk back down. You don't need to go up. So you go back down to that area, and it says on the door, break room.
So that's where the guards would go for the break.
Mm-hmm.
Is there no other information around it about guards or timetables or anything?
Not on public display, no.
It might be coded, I don't know. So all the information about the guards is going to be through that room. If there even is any information about them. So walking around, we've only really, apart from the front door, we've only seen a window that can be opened in the attic.
And that you would need a key fob to get into that storeroom. Not storeroom, break room.
Yeah.
You hear an announcement over the tannoy going, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to let you know that there is only half an hour left until we are closing the building. Thank you.
Can I just ask, on the map that we know that Ren showed us start, what's the little bit that underneath Minotaur? Does that say? Just because it's really small, it's hard to read.
Let me just get it back up. I need to find journal. There we go. So it says, where's that? It says alarms ?
Oh, alarms.
You know you
okay.
can click on it and it makes it bigger.
How does it? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. I apologize. Alarms. Did we even look around to see if there's any alarms anywhere? We haven't even looked around for alarms yet, have we?
No.
Can I take a little walk around and see if it spots any alarm?
Okay, so what rooms would you like to start with?
I'd like to do the front bit, like as you lead up to the stairs. I've lost my bearings. I'm
Okay.
in a different place.
So you head back. You head down to the bottom floor. And you. Okay. So, like you say, you can see the map. Obviously, the shops are still open. You see that they are cashing up a little bit, like trying to get away for an early dart. And you can see the two statues, the main front foyer bit where you pay, the columns, and the rug at the bottom, and some, obviously, the walls, the floor. What would you like to investigate?
I'd like to see if the alarms are only on the items or if there's just like general alarms, like in the room. You know, like they could set off if there's any trouble, type of thing.
Yeah. So where are you looking? What
I
I'm
mean,
asking.
in the main. In...
Yeah, no, I get that, but right, okay, so you've got half an hour left.
Yeah.
So
okay.
you're going to spend that whole half an hour just walking around that area, finding out as much information as, or are you trying to look at specific things that will make? You might miss some things, but it will take less time. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
So you can spend the last half an hour just looking at that one room and finding out as much physical information about it as you can, as you are trying to deceptively do it, like very nice banister, or it's a very nice painting, or oh, very nice wall. The walls are made of very nice stone. If you were a dwarf or a rock gnome, you'd be mesmerized.
We will have some time to look during the gala as well, won't we? And stuff like this as well, because we'll be in the actual.
The gala is in that room.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming you'd probably be free to go, but you might miss some information if you leave.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have a look around the room outside of the red room.
Red room? Where's the red room?
Like the dragon, where the guard is.
Oh, what? So you've gone back upstairs?
Yeah, I'll just have a little look around there, like.
Okay,
see
so
if there's any
what part of the room would you like to look at? This is what I'm saying. Or do you just want to spend half an hour looking around that one room?
We just move into.
Yep. So you've got the staircase, you've got the Minotaur, you've got the pipe, which I've already obviously mentioned about. Got the walls.
Yeah, just see if there's anything like along the walls, like around the entrance to the door.
Right, okay, so that's very specific, so it won't take very long. So, okay. So you head back over to there, roll an investigation.
Nope.
What did you roll? A 3. Unfortunately, you do not see any secret passages through that area.
Okay.
Anyone else doing anything in that minute that it took for it to check there?
Yeah, I want to go down to here.
Okay, so where are you? You're there. Okay.
This room here didn't have any writing on it, did it?
Mm-mm.
No. I want to have obviously keep an eye out around me, make sure there's nothing, no one watching me or anything.
Okay.
I want to have a look at the door, what kind of lock it uses, because Viola mentioned a lock, but I'm not sure what it is she's talking about, so I want to have a look at that.
First, roll a perception check to see if you can see anyone coming.
Yep. My perception is rubbish.
Okay, 9. Okay, good to know. And then you are wanting to look at the door to see if there is anything onto it. There is no key, lock, and there is no handle. You notice that pretty quick.
Okay.
Without a roll.
Is it one of the card lock things?
Awesome.
Okay. In that case, yeah.
You see another guard like walk past up that alleyway. As you do, you just turn and start looking at the helmet and the dagger.
Yeah. So I've not seen it again. So I've not seen a guard or anyone go into that room. No. Okay. I'm going across to here.
Mm-hmm.
And just I want to check out that imp and see what's going on with the daggers there.
If you would like. Oh. Oh, missed it. I've lost it. Lost it. Where is it? Where is it? Ah. Really easy. There it is. Right. So. So yeah, it basically looks like two daggers in his hands that are made of ice. What are you trying to discern from it? Just so I know to like what type of check you're doing.
Are they actual daggers, or are they kind of fake ones? So are they kind of like replicas of daggers?
So roll me an intelligence check.
Just
General intelligence check. If you're proficient with like blacksmithing and stuff like that, then you can add your proficiency bonus. But if you're not, then
No, nothing like that. Ability check for intelligence.
8, 9. Yeah, they look real.
So many nines. While I'm in here as well, I just want to do a quick burst of called Divine Sense.
Okay. What does
Gives
that
a
do?
reading. So it gives a read on any. Where is it? I can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. So 6 seconds. I can sense anything that's affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 foot that's not behind total cover.
Okay. There is no living creatures there. That's what you're trying to discern.
Yeah, cool.
Tantalus, are you doing anything?
Yeah, what this mechanical ball thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything, any information like what it's about? Why it's there?
So basically, yes, it is a attraction for like an interactive attraction for people to use, and there's a little plaque that tells you all about minotaurs and what they do in the wild, and that they are the defenders of not the defenders, they are the guardians of evil and good creatures, mostly evil but good creatures, and normally they live in mazes. This is a automated.
Okay, I'd like to investigate it if there's a way I can manipulate this to make it maybe like not be statue, more like move around and cause absolute carnage.
It's as if you've read the module. Right, so, you make me an Arcana check, please.
Don't let me down now, you piece of crap. It's all in the hands of the dice. The way she rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Not a problem. So you do see that there is a small little hatch on the base of this. What's the word? I've lost the word. Automaton
Contraption.
type of contraption. That you get the sense that there is some magical energy coming from behind it.
Okay. Can I investigate that further?
You can.
Or would I have to go climb on it?
No. It's the hatch is right there, right in front of you. So if you want to delve in, you can.
I will try and do that.
Okay.
Especially.
Okay. So roll a So I'm gonna say you have to do this pretty quickly if you do not want to get the attention of Mr. Guard over here.
Yeah.
So roll a sleight of hand for me, please.
Mm.
6. Brilliant. I'm gonna roll a perception check for him. Yeah. So he goes, excuse me, sir. Please do not touch the exhibit. Otherwise, you will have to ask you to leave.
I was going anyway, but yeah, sure. I understand, Mr. Guard. I thought it was just a bit loose, that's all. See, this panel's sort of coming free, and it seems to be not held down very well.
Could
And
you
then
please
I
let
lift
go?
the panel as I'm talking to him.
Okay, he runs over. And he will. He won't attempt to grab. He will. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Perception.
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Because as you're trying to have like a quick look in, so you notice while you are in there, while you quickly look as he grabs your arm and the panels slam shut. You note that there are some that there are some wiring and things in there that look like they could be overloaded quite easily, and it could possibly make the. It could possibly do something to the. But then you are moved away slightly, and said to, "Could you please leave the building, sir? You are not allowed to touch the exhibits, and I did ask you once, so."
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just trying to help. Just issues. Health and safety. Yeah.
That is part of our health and safety team, and he
Get someone to look at that.
He is going to walk you to the top of the stairs there, and then another guard collects you from the bottom, and you are escorted out the building.
Bye, guys. See you tonight.
And then he goes back to his post.
Just to hop in so that we don't ruin the description there. Could, as he's leading him off, would I be able to clear the distance from where I am here to the room?
As he cleared off, right? Okay. So what we will do is we will do this by, so we'll bring you back there. We'll bring him back here, and you were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just for the simple fact of now time management. We can do some movement. So he will move with Tantalus 30 feet. I'm going to say you saw the disturbance first, saw your opening, so you can move really first. No, like if you want to dash, you can, but you're going to need to like roll checks so that he doesn't notice you. And
yeah, 30-foot movement gets me to there.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna be obviously kind of strolling towards the door or anything. I'm just
no.
looking along and stuff.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's currently got his back to you.
20-foot gets me to there.
Yeah. If you wish to, okay, so you're parallel with him. You will need a stealth check.
30 again. There, I will do a check. It's quite obvious what I'm
Move
trying
you
to
back
do
there.
here. Stealth.
Okay.
8.
I'm going to say
been rolling very badly.
I'm going to say he's got disadvantage on this because he is currently dealing with thing. Oh, so you rolled an 8, he rolled a 7. He is still currently dealing with Tantalus and his short lip as he is trying to explain badly that he was just trying to help. So you move to there, stealth check, and you're going to move in there. Okay. So as you move in there, there are currently no other guards in there. He moves 5, 10, 15, and then is going to shout down to the another guard to collect. Tantalus, hang on. Right.
Sorry.
So when you enter this room, you see that there are right in front of you is a table, and as you make your way around, there are no other guards. You do see that there are fine seating out there with beautiful purple and gold cushions. There is a table down at the bottom with a little label on it that says cakes, and there is a table. There's no food on there at the moment, and then there is one at the top that says chicken, cheese, and bread. And then in the middle here, you can see that there is a unfortunately the egg is not there. I didn't realize you guys were going to do this bit. Again, it's improv. But there is a large table there that looks like it is going to hold the egg. There is a box over so you see a large pedestal there, and there is a there are, from there you can just see there's a large pedestal. So that was his turn. Now your turn. Where would you like to go? I'm assuming you're going to go straight for the pedestal.
So from where I was,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a 5-foot step into the room.
Yep. You got
Where
25
the
feet.
box?
What box?
Sorry, so the pedestal's the only thing.
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
there.
Sorry. There is no box. I thought there was a box.
Okay, sorry. I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
That's cool. So there's a pedestal. Is it solid? Is it floating? Is it?
Okay. So it's a rig. Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. So what I'm trying to establish, just to clarify, is there
This distance you'll need to roll at a disadvantage.
something
as
where
well.
where something could be hidden? Disadvantage, do you say?
Yeah, this distance. You can use your movement to get to there, but
Okay.
you've decided to stay there. So that's a 14. That's absolutely fine. What is the check? Okay, it's only DC 12. So yeah, you notice on the pedestal that there are small little magical runes that go around it. You're not super versed in the arcane arts, but they're pretty obvious that they are there. You don't know what type of school of magic it is, though. But you do realize, you do get the feeling that you do notice that if there looks to be like a pressure plate on the top, like a magical pressure plate, that if whatever is removed from that is going to lock down all the doors to this area.
Okay. But the view of the room, it doesn't look like there's somewhere obvious that it would be that the egg would be stored currently.
Roll an investigation. Well, right. So that was the end of your turn. So he's going to spend this turn
So
now for the guards. he's going to spend this turn now, and you can hear him shout down, and another guy shout back. It is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Yeah, I'll have a good look, and I'll have a good look at the room itself and see if there's anywhere that I think that it could be stored in the room at the moment.
Roller, are you just generally perceiving the whole room, or are you going to try and investigate? That will take time.
I haven't got. I don't feel I have time to investigate.
Okay. So roll a perception check for
so
me then, please.
If it will help, I'll move kind of 10 foot into the room to
That's
try
fine.
and get a different
Get a
angle
better
on
angle.
things.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Roll,
So
fine.
10 foot will get me to right next to the pedestal. I will do my investigation.
That is a natural one. You do not notice anything else in this room.
Okay. And then, just because I don't want to get trapped in the room, I'll go 10
20
foot back to the door.
20 foot out. No worries. Then his turn.
That'll be
He hands the guy off to he hands Tantalus off to the other guy, and then he turns around. Ooh, sugar. And as he sees you there, he goes, excuse me, sir. You're not allowed to be around there. Could you please move on?
I'll take a step forward.
Thank you very much.
Without breaking stride. A performance. And then die.
So, Viola, this is going to be your last check before it is closing. You can go to one more room, and you can investigate something. Whether it be door, whatever. And then, Ren, you're going to get one. And also, Tantalus, you are outside, but you're still able to do certain stuff. If you can think of something you might like to investigate outside. Viola, what would you like to do? Viola, sorry.
How close would I have to be to a door to investigate it?
You have to be next to it. An
It.
investigation is like,
Yeah.
you know, if you open up a toy box and there's loads of Lego in there, and you go, oh, it's a toy box of Lego, that is perception.
Yeah.
If you then go, oh, I need an 8-piece, then you're searching through and you're trying to find. That's investigation.
Yeah. I was just thinking about investigating, the door in the cafe to see if that's actually locked with one of those card things. Just thinking about a way out of the.
So down at the cafe, as soon as you try and go around the corner, the guy behind the cafe, he goes, sorry, staff only around here.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's Irish.
That's
Only staff are allowed around here. So move
That's
along.
what I was thinking. Like how close it'd have to be.
Yeah, you'd have to be close. I'll give you that as a freebie. Anywhere else you'd like to check? One last check.
Trying to think what would be used, like what room would be useful, really. I don't know where else to look, to be honest. The rooms that I was thinking of have already been looked in and stuff, and there's no chance of getting back in that room. So.
Tantalus, outside, what would you like to be doing?
I want to go to the that we haven't really done, which is the loading area.
Yes, absolutely. So you make your way round the back, and you see a set of stairs go underneath the museum that lead down. And as you look down, it's pretty dark down there. But with the small bit of dim light that you can see, you do see a big old set of double wooden doors.
Is there anyone about at the moment?
No. Well, make a perception check. Because we all like the dicey rolls. Ah. As you start to walk down there, you do notice, and you're fine, even though you rolled a natural one. You notice in time that there is this was more of a is there someone there or not there roll. You do notice that there are they are currently delivering something.
Okay.
And there's about 4 guards around them, and a man, half-elven man, gets out of a horse-drawn carriage and has something in a box, probably about that big. I know I can't do it on the thing. Probably, yeah. It's quite
ornate looking box.
Quite sizable, and yes, it is a beautifully ornate box.
I would guess that that's the passive intelligence.
Yeah. You can guess all you want, bro. We can all make assumptions.
Okay, so the doors are currently closed. This thing's arrived, and I am stood where, like in the courtyard, or just observing from a slight distance?
You're probably about 40 foot back.
Okay. I'll watch the loading for anything that I can think of.
No worries. So they as the gentleman goes to the door, he pulls out a set of keys and he opens the door himself. And then him and the 4 other guards come into that room. Door closes behind you, and that's all you.
The horse and the carts.
No. The rider that is on the horse and cart. He's not going to drive himself. He's a noble. The rider in the horse and cart, or the very nice ornate horse and cart, like cracks the whips and starts to move off towards your direction.
And I embark onto the back of the carriage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without being seen.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how much people's around, so I just want to subtly hop on the back of the carriage.
Yeah, not a problem. So you roll me a athletics or acrobatics check to get on to the.
Let's not go for athletics. Let's go for. They cancel that. I don't know. That's what I want to roll.
So you went athletics 12. Okay, yeah. So you grab onto the back. It's moving pretty slow, and you manage to get onto the back of the.
Ignore that one.
Still the same result. You manage to get onto the back. You are now sat on like the tailgate, where normally a guardsman would stand. Sorry to.
All right.
Yeah.
So I would like to. And I know I'm not got much time because I end up going somewhere I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. I want to sort of rapidly. I'm trying to find basically a spare set of keys.
Well, you are going to have to try and make your way inside the vehicle. So I would like you to roll another to hold on. This would be athletics. There's no beautiful rolls. You're literally trying to hold on to get into the door. So could you roll me an athletics check? 5. Yeah, you lose your grip a little bit and you land on the floor. You don't take any damage, but you land on the floor, and the cart Sorry, dude.
Damn it.
It's a nice idea. It was
Yeah,
actually.
it's
And
worth- it's worth a shot.
that was very improv. I was not expecting that at all. That was not in the notes.
It's worth a shot. I was going to steal the carry. But I thought, no, bring this one.
So we will head back to Ren with one final attempt to either scout somewhere out or gather some more information.
The only other thing which I've remembered from the map is down on the ground floor there was a little note about hidden closets.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go downstairs.
To the main stairs, yeah.
And see if I can see anything that would be a kind of something that that's a reference to.
You can see that behind here, behind the shops, there are two doors. The shops are now all shut up, and there are two doors. But apart from that, nothing is obvious. You would have to investigate something in particular.
Okay.
Specific. Just gonna nip to the blue guy.
Battery 50%.
Classic Tantalus got himself kicked out.
I think I got a fair bit of information before I got thrown out.
Yeah, you did. Did good.
Made a very good distraction. Right. So,
Very
yes,
good.
specifically, where would you like to look?
I think I'll move across to this side of the room.
Okay,
I'm just gonna walk along the wall.
not a problem.
It's really
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
investigation. Come on, better than a 1.
9.
A 9. I've rolled so many 9s tonight. It's
You
ridiculous.
have. Let's see. Find secret doors. Fortunately, you do not see any kind of difference in any part of the wall along that wall.
That's entirely fair. That's a terrible dice roll. Yeah, I guess at that point I'll start making my way outside because
Yeah, so
people out.
So as you do that final check, you see that two. So I was gonna say Sababi then, not Sababi. So do this the old-fashioned way. There you go. Whee! Come on, there we are. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs as a couple of the guards are now around, and they're all going in different directions, almost looking like they're locking up for the evening. And one of the guards says, closing now. Ma'am, sir, would you please leave? Is anything like you'd like to do in one round? More than welcome to. Come up with something.
Who, me and Ren, you mean?
Yep. There is a, let's just say it's, it's got, he is currently, where is he going to walk? He currently passes you on the stairs and is walking here. He comes to there.
Is he just a normal guard?
He's just a guard, a crimson guard. Yep.
Okay.
Anything you like to do?
Can I see if there's any keys or anything on the desk as I'm walking out? Because like the desk's that way to me, isn't it?
Okay, so you walk past him.
Yeah.
You have a look on the desk. The woman is still there, but you know.
Just a quick glance.
The desk is empty. At a quick glance. Ren?
No, I think I'm gonna just head out. We've been told there's possibility of alarms, but I'm not sure what to even look for to try and figure out if there's kind of alarm sensors or anything like that. So I think I'll just.
Okay. So you exit the building, and there is and just hear the door close behind you. You don't hear it lock just yet, but the door is firmly closed behind you. You can just head outside. That's fine. Head over to. So you now end up on the bustling streets of Port Dimless, and it's getting sort of just early afternoonish of that day, and you are more than welcome to do whatever you like. And we will end it there for this evening, guys. And they will continue with their hopeful heist. We will see next week, where I'm pretty sure it's going to go slow, and then everything crazy is going to happen right at the last minute when they've made their plan. So join us next week, guys, for second and hopefully, well, I'm assuming final part of this adventure. And hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Our videos go out on YouTube every Monday morning. If you could head over there, give it a like, comment, and subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing. And we will catch you next week, guys. So thanks for watching. Have a nice week. Peace.
Bye.